West. I'm up on the Ridge Survival. I'm going to try to make this video, even though it's not the typical place I normally do them or the typical fashion I do them in. I'm going to try to keep this thing going while we're going through all this COVID stuff, alright? So, today's video we're going to do a two-part series. It's going to be a rapid deploy ridgeline and then the shelters that you can build with that rapid deploy ridgeline. The idea behind the rapid deploy ridgeline is if you're out and you have to build a shelter, you have the stuff right there to do it. And it takes you just a matter of minutes. It saves you a lot of time. Alright, super neat. Don't take just a few minutes, and it's a little bundle that you can put in your kit and take with you that'll just give you that much more safety and security out in the woods, alright? Plus, like I said, it's always a fun activity to do with the kids, and if you got any free time right now, you can go ahead and make one, go out with the kids and practice doing it. But we'll go ahead and get into the meat of the video here. So gathering our supplies, what you're going to need about 10 to 15 foot of 550 cord. I do 15 foot, but you know where you go, you know your area, and you'll know just about how much 550 cord you'll need to make a shelter. But 15 foot you can't go wrong with if you don't know. Then you're going to need about 10 foot of number 12 bank line. You're going to need a couple tent stakes or pre-made tent stakes out of wood or however you want to do it. You're going to need some toggles or sticks. I use fat wood just for the redundancy, but you could use pencils, you could use anything really. So once we get all that done, once we get our supplies together, okay, first thing we're going to start off with, on one end of our paracord, we're going to do a figure 8. Now, I initially seen this rapid deploy ridgeline on a YouTuber, Corporal Corner's channel. It's a great channel and some great videos. He does a bowling on his. I'm a fan of the figure 8. So you can do it however you want to, but like I said, I like the figure 8. So we'll get that knot tied in one end. Alright. On the other end, we don't need to do anything, but just make sure that you melt the end of it, okay? Alright, so then we're going to go into our bank line. We're going to make our prusik loops. Take you a piece, make you a loop, tie you a fisherman's knot in it or band in it. So you got this. We'll come up here to our 550 cord, and we're going to do our prusik. And we're going to go into it 3 times, just like you would if you've done rock climbing or some rope work, okay? Try to keep it nice and neat. And one more. Get it worked out. Try to get that knot off of prusik because I don't like the knots actually down in there. There we go. Alright. Got that. 3 times. You got a little monkey's fist thing. That's how it should look like. And you can pull it either way, and the line will break before that knot slips, okay? So, going on these, like I said, there's several videos on YouTube about making these rapid deploy ridgelines. A lot of them will show you to use 550 cord as your prusiks on the 550 cord. And if you do, like I said, rock climbing or rope work, you know that your prusik has to be smaller than the rope that you're putting it on. Because the theory behind this prusik is that it actually will bite into the rope that you're using. And if you do 550 cord, it might hold a little tension, but it's not going to hold as solid as a smaller line that will actually bite down into it. So, now we've got it made. We're done building it. Alright, so now we're going to go into some of the ideas behind it and how I store mine and pack mine. But, first thing, on these little prusik loops, okay, you got them hanging down here. How you do it, say this is our corner of our shelter, okay? We'll slide this through the prusik loop, or through the grommet, excuse me. Take one of our toggles, stick through there. Now, my ridgeline's tight, my shelter's not. I slide this prusik up until my shelter gets tight, then I let it go. Way simpler than tying a knot and looping it around and everything. Plus, if you need to take it down in a hurry and move, you can. So, rapid setup and rapid takedown, okay? It's 2 pluses. And I like them because, like I said, if I'm having to build a shelter because of rain or snow and I've got my family with me or just me by myself, I want to be able to do that in a hurry. And this here enables you to do that. So, how do we tie it to the tree? We're going to pretend that this bleach wipe container is a tree. On the side of the figure 8, we'll come here, loop it around the tree, make us a small loop of our 550 cord, go through that figure 8. Once we go through that figure 8 with our loop, we take a stick or a toggle, stick down into that loop, and it bites back on its figure 8. We can tighten it up. And there it goes. We go take our shelter down in the morning, pull it out, boom. On the other side, a couple different ways to do it. You can loop it around the tree, come right here, tie you a butterfly, make you a trucker's hitch. Okay? Tie it off, get some good tension, okay? Or you can do it this way. Just put a tension hitch, come around, wrap it around, pull back onto itself, come around here, and then tie it off, okay? A couple different ways you can do that. That side really doesn't matter as much. I just kind of just do the tension hitch because it comes down easy and holds it just as tight. So, we've got how to make it, how to use it. Now we're going to pack it, okay? When I pack it, I start folding it over, making sure everything's good and tight, okay? You get a couple loops into it, I can lay it down. Now, when you get your tent stakes, that'll be for the back of your shelter. That'll be the part that'll be laying on the ground. Some shelter configurations that we'll cover in the next video, you might need more than 2 stakes, but 2 stakes will get you at least enough to get the shelter put up. And you can find some more if you need them. But I always just take my 2 stakes, stick in there. Then I'll take at least 4 sticks with me. You can do 4 will get you enough to get you what you need. But I wouldn't do any less than 4. I would do 5 at the max, but 4 will get you through just plenty. Then you just continue folding it up. Once you get it all folded up, tie it up together. And this goes in my pocket, my pouch, with my tarp or my poncho or my emergency blanket, whatever I plan on using as my shelter. And get a shelter set up in just a matter of barely minutes in the rain or the snow or whatever, and get you good and covered. And I will say, on the sticks, like I said, you can use pencils, you can use whatever you want to. Like I said, I do the fat wood because it's just more redundancy. I carry fat wood in my fire kit, but if I get out there and the weather is not really cooperating for building a fire, I've got 4 pretty good chunks of fat wood here, and if I can't build a fire or get a fire going with that, I'm in pretty bad shape. So that's just why I do the redundancy. And if I get out there and I do need to use these for my fire, I can go get 4 more sticks, pretty simple. But I go ahead and have them in the kit, that way when I'm setting the shelter up I don't have to look for them. But that's the end of this video, so hopefully y'all can go out there and make you one of these and get some practice in with it. And when I make this next video, go out there and take your kids out and start making some shelters and enjoying the woods. But thanks for watching. Hope everybody's staying safe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching.